This is the first of several videos about something called the present subjunctive. We use the subjunctive mood in English, but we don't realize that we're using it because it's only used in some rare occasions. A popular example is, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. The subjunctive is a much bigger deal in Spanish, but it's only used under certain conditions that we will talk about in future videos. Right now, we're going to focus on how to conjugate verbs in the subjunctive mood. Forming the subjunctive conjugation takes a couple steps. You start with the yo form of whatever verb you want to conjugate in the present tense. Let's start with an easy verb like hablar. So the present tense yo form is hablo. From there, we take out the o. Then we add the opposite ending, which would be an e for AR verbs and an a for ER and IR verbs. So the subjunctive form of hablar in the yo form is yo hable. Here are some examples. Hablar, yo hable, tú hables. Él, ella, usted hable. Nosotros hablemos, vosotros habléis, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablen. The yo and él, ella, usted form are very similar to the preterite ending, which is why accents are so important in Spanish. Escribir is a regular IR verb, and it looks like this. Yo escriba, tú escribas, él, ella, usted escriba, nosotros escribamos, vosotros escribáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes escriban. Just like any tense in Spanish, we have some irregulars in the subjunctive. But in this case, they're not actually irregular. The subjunctive endings are totally normal. The thing that changes is the root. Because remember that some verbs have irregular yo forms in the present tense. An example is tener. The yo form in the present tense is tengo. So if we take off the o, we have teng, and then we have to add the opposite ending, which would be an a. So it goes yo tenga, tú tengas, él, ella, usted tenga, nosotros tengamos, vosotros tengáis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes tengan. Another example is pedir, which is a stem-changing verb that goes from e to I. So the yo form is pido. If we take off the o, we have pid, and then we need the opposite ending, which would be an a, to make pida. So it's yo pida, tú pidas, él, ella, usted pida, nosotros pidamos, vosotros pidáis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes pidan. There are a few more irregular verbs in the subjunctive because they have spelling changes. These are the car, gar, zar verbs that you probably remember from the preterite tense. Tocar looks like this. Yo toque, tú toques, él, ella, usted toque, nosotros toquemos, vosotros toquéis, ellos, ellas, ustedes toquen. And then pagar, which is a gar verb, looks like this. Yo pague, tú pagues, él, ella, usted pague, nosotros paguemos, vosotros paguéis, ellos, ellas, ustedes paguen. And then finally we have a zar verb, which is empezar, and it goes yo empiece, tú empieces, él, ella, usted empiece, nosotros empecemos, vosotros empecéis, y ellos, ellas, ustedes empiecen. So then we have verbs that are actually irregular in the subjunctive. There's not too many of them. Here are the major ones. Ir goes yo vaya, tú vayas, él, ella, usted vaya, nosotros vayamos, vosotros vayáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes vayan. Ser goes yo sea, tú seas, él, ella, usted sea, nosotros seamos, vosotros seáis, y ellos, ellas, ustedes sean. Then we got saber. Yo sepa, tú sepas, él, ella, usted sepa, nosotros sepamos, vosotros sepáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes sepan. Estar just has an accent on the e, so it's yo esté, tú estés, él, ella, usted esté, nosotros estemos, vosotros estéis, y ellos, ellas, ustedes estén. And finally we have dar. Yo dé, tú des, El, ella, usted de, nosotros demos, vosotros deis, y ellos, ellas, ustedes den. There are some more irregular verbs in the subjunctive, but these are the most common. Ahora vamos a practicar.